my name is Samantha. Here in the United States, we eat millions of soybeans in the course of 1 year, and soybeans are processed primarily for their oil, and they're used to create foods like chips, bread, and margarine, as well as commercial products like paint, disinfectant, and plastic. The fact is that 90% of the soybean industry is dominated by one company, and that company is Monsanto. Monsanto was created in 1901 as a chemical company, and they created chemicals like Agent Orange and DDT for the Vietnam War. It wasn't until 1976 that they released their herbicide Roundup, which you still see commercials on TV for every spring and summer. This herbicide was later used and applied to their Roundup Ready soybean in 1996. It's a genetically modified soybean, and when sprayed with the herbicide Roundup, it kills all the weeds without killing the seeds, which was like the first of its kind. According to the documentary Food Inc., when the soybean was first released in 1996, only 2% of the soybeans in the United States contained this gene. In 2008, 90% of the soybeans in the United States contained Monsanto's Roundup Ready gene. Monsanto is an agricultural monopoly, and its existence is compromising not only the health and cost of our modern food industry, but they have made a name for themselves bullying and marginalizing farmers through both litigation and scare tactics. The danger of a monopoly in our food system is the loss of crop diversity that it encourages, because if it turns out that there's some kind of disease oriented with the seeds, or if it causes cancer, that means that 90% of the soybean products in the United States are going to be affected by that. Monopolies also have an impact on the cost of food as well. So according to the USDA, in 1995, the average soybean cost per acre was $13.32. Today, that cost is $56.58, so that's a 325% increase, which means price increases all across the market in both food and commercial products. Monsanto is also very adamant about enforcing their patents. So seeds are naturally self-replicating. If you have an apple, you get an apple seed and you can plant a tree. You get another apple with another seed. It's nature's way of continuing itself. Monsanto absolutely refuses to allow farmers to replant seeds. So according to the Monsanto website, every time that a farmer gets a new bag of seed, they're forced to sign an agreement stating that they will not replant seeds and that they will not save seeds, or they will face legal litigation. This legal litigation also appeals to non-Monsanto farmers as well. According to the Portland Press, there was a Supreme Court case this year involving the Organic Seed Growers and Trade Association, and they were trying to get a preemptive lawsuit that Monsanto could not sue non-Monsanto farmers if trace amounts of Monsanto seeds were found in their fields, which happens with wind and insect contamination. The Supreme Court refused to hear the case, and Monsanto can still sue non-Monsanto farmers for contamination. Monsanto has made quite a name for itself suing farmers. According to the Center for Food Safety, in 2007 alone, 112 farmers were sued by Monsanto for patent infringement. And the way that they go about enforcing their patents is by employing 75 men and women who investigate farmers and any possible patent infringement. According to investigative reporter Chris Parker, these men and women serve a purpose to harass and scare farmers into making sure that farmers are not replanting seeds, and they often conduct the investigations that lead to the litigation. There was a Vanity Fair article about these men and women, and in the agricultural community, these employees are often known as the seed police, or the Gestapo of seeds. They will follow farmers home and take photographs of them or videotape them and interview their neighbors in order to make sure that farmers are not replanting seeds. They are bullies, essentially. In this article, there was a story about a man named Gary Reinhardt, and Mr. Reinhardt was a business owner in an agricultural community who was very influential. And one day he was at work, and there was customers in his store, and one of these seed police came in and told him that they knew that he was replanting seeds, and they told him, "Monsanto is big, you can't win, we will get you, you will pay." Mr. Reinhardt was not even a farmer. He sold seeds to farmers, but this is what these people do. They go into these stores and they go to prominent farmers and they try to make examples of them to scare the agricultural community into making sure that farmers aren't replanting seeds. Monsanto's existence in the United States is a huge problem, and it's a company that a lot of us don't even know that it exists, despite the fact that they own 90% of the soybeans that are produced each year. They are degrading farmers on a daily basis, and it's something that affects all of us because these farmers are growing the food that sustain us. Also, the loss of crop diversity that is occurring has the potential to cripple us if there is some kind of disease outbreak or if the seeds are found to have some kind of problem with them. It's time for us as Americans to wake up and realize that Monsanto's existence is a problem and that every time that they're unfairly profiting, it's us that are paying the price.